Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play in Verbis Virtus. This game is very unique in that you get to cast spells with your own voice. It kind of reminds me of a game that I used to play a long time ago. I believe it was Arx Fatalis, where you basically drew spell runes in the air and would cast spells that way. Now, it was a little finicky, that game, and would not recognize runes a lot of the time. So, I don't know how this one's going to do with voice recognition. I have seen a little bit of someone playing a demo, and it looked like the voice recognition was pretty good, other than a few mistakes here and there. So, this is the final release, as far as I know, which hopefully means that this will be a very good release in which the voice recognition works quite well. Let's see here. Do you want to activate additional hints? No, I don't want to. So I did test this opening just a tad, just to check out how the game would play, and I did notice that while the game is loading, it seems a touch laggy, but as soon as the game stops loading, it works very well. I don't know why that is exactly, but anyway, we are out in a vast desert here. I really like the way this game looks. It's a nice look to it. So I'm very excited to play this. It's kind of like Portal while going to Hogwarts at the same time. So we don't have a portal gun, but we do have some other things. So I have played up to the entrance of this place, so you may see me running and hopping and stuff before a few of these little tips come up here. So hold left shift to run while moving forward. I was already doing that. Not that that's anything new compared to other games. But I like this thing over here. We've basically got the entrance to Petra. Perhaps we'll meet Indian here or something. The difference between this is and Petra in real life is Petra is a little bit wider, bigger, and I don't believe Petra has these birds on it. Perhaps Petra once had the birds on it, but I don't believe it does today. To examine an inscription, look at it closely and press E or gamepad. Yeah, I've got a gamepad plugged in, but I'm not going to use that because, you know, it works a lot better if you don't. I guess this is probably the inscription here. Ooh, pretty. What was that? Sounded like there was a little reed flute or something in the background there. I don't know. Guess we're just hitting a bunch of these things. Seems simple enough so far. Oh, you know what? There is a downed pillar here. I have a feeling. Yes. I hear openings. My journal has been updated. Press J. Alright. So we've got a journal here. The maha'ki language. I have no idea what maha'ki would be, but I'm pretty sure in Verbis is like I translated the words into. You'll have to forgive me if I don't remember all of this, because I haven't taken Latin in a long time. Anyways, I spent years studying the idiom known as the maha'ki, which means the language of the creative deities. Yet I had only scratched the surface, although I had examined numerous artifacts and reported scriptures in this language, coming from the places even very far from each other. I was able to interpret only a few fragments. Now, in the entrance hall of this temple, whose existence was not even a certainty, something happened. Now I have a total understanding of maha'ki. In the past, I did not believe in legends, but there is power in these written characters. I kind of think it would be a little more neat if they did something like in Verbis Victus, because I believe that's the words will win, rather than I translated the words into. I suppose I translated the words into is more worthwhile for a game that uses spells translated with your voice. Stand inside the circle of remembrance to save the game? Ah. Okay. That's pretty neat for a save game thing. Sure, we'll save the game and LP1. Oh, I can't hit enter for that. Okay. Cool. So this is a save point. Good to know. Very good to know. Ooh, pretty. I really do like the way that this game looks. So I guess that means we're there. There's a little eyeball and whatever that stuff is. That's a mushroom, I guess. That is an emerald, perhaps. Another eye thing, a little different eye thing. Slightly Horus-y looking eye, not exactly, but you know. All right, well. Cool. So we're just coming in here, and I guess this eyeball will be to my side. So we'll turn left and check that out. Left. Is there a left here? It's a little dark in here. Kind of difficult to check it out. It's very pretty down here, though. Some glowy mushrooms. Is this something? I can't tell at all. Well, this looks like a left, so I'm gonna say this was it. Oh my. It is very dark in here. I can't see at all. I don't think that's very safe, honestly. That doesn't seem particularly safe. Maybe the eyeball means that you can't see over there? Maybe it's a leap of faith kind of thing. Maybe this really is an Indiana Jones movie. Well, there is another direction. Let's go the other direction before I decide to jump out into the darkness, and we'll see what's going on over here. Some kind of door with a gem in it. Maybe I need a key or something. Okay. Can't go that way. Am I going to be blocked off in all of these directions? Wow, this place is becoming rather huge. Still pretty, but it's getting bigger down here. Sounds like something's crumbling. Oh, this is interesting. There's some big mushrooms. What is this? Ooh. Light. The light is not enemy of darkness. Should that be the enemy of darkness? Quite the contrary. It's complementary. A sister praised too much in the past, The world is based on this lie, the belief that the light necessarily represent the good that is opposed to the shadows and bans them. The balance between the two has always been in favor of the blazing bright part of the creation, but no one has ever realized the importance of equality between them. Light and shadow are the same entity, the same essence pervading the cosmos. When one of the two prevails, change is inevitable. Nothing remains equal to itself over time, and the metamorphosis does not always lead to the order or chaos. I can feel it, the dazzling power of light coming out of my hand. An absolute sense of grace radiated from my hand after I said, Lume Tial, I guess, for the first time, and darkness knelt before me. Looks like I can click this.
Lume Tial.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. They tell you how to pronounce it and everything. Alright, let's try it out. Lume Tial. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Alright. What else do we got going in here? Anything? Can I get up here? Sort of. Not quite. Lume Tial. See if there's anything hidden in the corners of this room here. Ooh. What do we have here? Beyond darkness, one of the first lessons to pilgrims was the evocation of light. This to remind them that, first of all, they must be the bearers of truth and illuminate where darkness hides the created with falsity. I thought the other side was saying that darkness isn't so bad, though. You confusing game. So many contradictions already. Well, I don't see anything in there, and I'm guessing that this is probably what we needed so we could go through that dark room. There was one other path to take, I believe. That was right back here somewhere. And to the right. Oh, what the hell? Lume Tial. Lume Tial. Lume Tial. Okay, so I guess this is like an anti-magic statue or something? Interesting. Lume Tial. What do we have going on over here? More of those mushrooms. So I wonder if all these little tiny mushrooms are just the beginning spores of these things, and eventually those will be as big as those. I do not know. This is a neat looking little place here. Oop. It's like a mask or something over here. That book looks like it has characters on it. What do we have? Genesis 1. In the beginning there was chaos. With the passing of the eras, chaos aggregated into a single physical mass. Other aeons passed, and the agglomeration agglomeration I cannot pronounce things today, took on a conscience. In each moment of its existence, it would scrutinize the entire infinite space, and so for a time it was immense. Then it saw the universe, the birth of something that remotely reminded it of itself. An intelligent life was born, and that was followed by many others, the same but different, all sharing the ability to consciously change the world that surrounded them. So, its attention shifted from observing endlessly the birth of powerless pieces of the universe to prying greedily into the lives of these beings. But One day, something disturbing happened. These living entities began to worship something undefined that they had never seen, heard, or perceived, which was, in their opinion, omniscient and omnipotent. The name attributed by them were the most diverse, but it was obvious to Chaos that the being was himself, since there was nobody else in the infinite remotely comparable to him. Interesting. Ooh. Didn't the other characters glow a different color than that? Wonder why that glows like that. Can I read any of these other books here? I don't really see anything. Can I duck down? I cannot, as far as I know. I would like to look at the bottom shelf by ducking down, but I don't think that's a thing that's going to happen. There seems to be an invisible wall here. Ooh. There's like blood or something splattered all over that mask. This is not looking like quite a nice room any longer. Alright. Well, it did say that it was Chaos, and we've got a ring of stones here. I don't know if that means anything. Probably not. It doesn't look particularly special. Maybe it'll be special later. I don't know. I could be terribly, terribly wrong. Well, I don't really see anything else in here, so I guess we are going to move back towards that darkness. Get anti-magicked on the way. Lume Tial. Does a light open this? I got a light. No? Okay. I didn't expect it to. I think this is where the darkness was. It certainly looks like it. Ooh. Yeah. I think it's good that I didn't try to Indiana Jones faith it. Wow. Like stars in here. Well, this is slightly frightening. Don't mind me if I get that feeling you get on roller coasters. I'm not a fan of looking down over pitfalls in games. I always get that that feeling in the pit of your stomach where it just drops. It's like, I'm gonna fall. Speaking of falls, holy shit. Wow. This is rather pretty looking, though. It's like a trail of mushrooms going on over there. Ooh. Just like stars. Not stars, but just like stars.